Blog Talk Radio.
We put the lamb's blood on the doorpost, and the angel of death passed on. Then they turned around and took our Savior on the same day. We've been going tit for tat for a long, long time. All they did was help us defeat death. Yasha said, don't think that you're taking my life. No. Yeah. I'm laying it down. And on this day I am speechless. I'ma go hard for the things I done keep it. Been a long moon, praise the higher that we reached it. Though the wine is yeastless, I can taste the sweetness. So many Hebrews, the 12 tribes, these feel so good when I'm in the midst of my peace. I ain't never knew a love like this. When you're cradled by the ancient hands of the righteous. Abraham, Moses, Jacob, Isaac, never no violence. Just a bunch of Christ kids told us we was nobody, but we come from greatness. Wake up, your history don't start on no slave shit. Where were you before then? What language did you speak? African American? That's too many countries. These commandments is ours. Statues, Cindy laws. What's a holiday? We do holy days. I'll serve them all. Let's get this Passover. Set that lamb on fire. Sweet aroma in the air. Father, bless your children, your holy nation, your Israel. All hail our Messiah, a little wine, unleavened bread. One time for Yeshua, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for the world.
Never thought I'd be something special. In the Most High's eyes, we his chosen people, but they ain't gon' take it out. Rather us be niggas though. See what they hating for? They never loved Joe. This is more than spiritual. Royalty running my bloodline. Intimidated, so they feeding us with lies. Realize that's nonsense, straight bondage. Taking away your knowledge. Giving you false doctrine, got you serving pagan gods. What is Easter, man? That ain't nowhere up in scripture. Idolizing all this lies, so how you expect to get your blessing? Them holidays, throw away and keep this holy day. Yeshua shed his blood for me, so I'ma uplift his holy name. Breaking bread, drinking wine, serving this holy time. With my holy people, Passover, what it's all about. Yeshua is our Passover, he passed over from death to life. So I'm giving him all praises a lot.
So set that lamb on fire, sweet aroma in the air. Father, bless your children, your holy nation, your Israel. All hail our Messiah, a little wine, unleavened bread. One time for Yeshua, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for the world. Numbers 33 and 3. And they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the morrow after the Passover. The children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which thy power had smitten among them. Upon their gods also, thy power executed judgment. John 13. Now, before the feast of the Passover, when Yeshua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he knew that his hour was coming, he should depart out of this world unto the Father. Having loved his own, which were in the world, he loved them unto the end. And supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas, Simon's son, to betray him. John 18:12. Then the band of the captain and the officers of the Jews took Yeshua and bound him and led him away. And through his stripes we were all healed. Call your dog higher in the name of Yeshua. Happy Pesach, Yasharala Barakathon. So set that lamb on fire, sweet aroma in the air. Father, bless your children, your holy nation, your Israel. All hail our Messiah, a little wine, unleavened bread. One time for Yeshua, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for the world, for he hung and he bled. So set that lamb on fire, sweet aroma in the air. Father, bless your children, your holy nation, your Israel. All hail our Messiah, a little wine, unleavened bread. One time for Yeshaya, for he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world. For he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world, for the world, for the world. For he hung and he bled. For the world, for the world.
And it's the music of my man, Brother Maverick, right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. Welcome to Saturday Night Gospel Jam and another edition of the best in truth music as well as Hebrew music. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you and yours, wherever you are on this worldwide web. I'm Brother Malachi, sitting in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, along with my lovely co-host, Sister Fire Harris, in the Dallas, Texas area. Sister Harris, shalom, how are you?
Shalom, Brother Malachi. Shalom, Israel.
All right. Are you ready for another episode of SNGJ?
Yes, yes, yes.
I am too. I want to say, and I want to say to all the listening audience out there, it has been a busy week for us here at the Men Empowered Organization. We apologize for rescheduling that has been going on with CSI and Let's Talk. We will be bringing those shows back to you on tomorrow as well as Monday. Excuse me. Hopefully we will catch up and be back on schedule next week at our 10 o'clock regular schedule time. So we've got some great music for you, some thought-provoking messages, as well as we bring you the word of the Most High right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam. Sister Harris, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and bring you Brother Maverick again, featuring Fred the Genius. Can I ask you anything? Can I ask the Most High anything? All right. The number to call is 347-205-9279. Press 1 on your phone at any time, and we will plug you into our show conversation. Saying hello to everyone in San Diego as well as in the Bay Area of California. Father.
Heavenly Father, can I ask you anything? Heavenly Father, can I ask you anything? Ooh, can I ask you anything? Heavenly Father, can I ask you anything? Heavenly Father, I got a request for your holy name, my higher. For one wrong chance to be the Israel you inspire. One last chance to step in the same light. Repent for my ancestors, we did the same right. Stood in a rough rock, disciple of your shot. And I put a smile on the countenance of my side. Created from all the firmament and all earth. You showed me what I am and what it's all worth. I'm a child of your world. Your child. You showed me who I am. You gave me the truth. Real truth. Not that fake. Can I ask you anything, Father? In righteousness, yeah. Oh, Father.
Atomic beats.
That's what I would hear. Pop bottles, get the champagne crystal clear. In a fast car, switching lanes, switching gears. Keep the music bumping so I'm drowning out my pain and tears. I'm thinking I would be a famous rapper. Make a record about slanging and drugs and name it after everyone that said that I would never make it. So hour after hour I'm pursuing greatness, and never stop to think on how the Lord is gracious, and never stop to thank the Lord for his patience. Too busy on the corner trying to make a statement that you kill your own brother, lay him on the pavement. Now how are we supposed to ever build a nation when they feed us false dreams and their aspirations? Yeah. We put so much into this world and we could show for it. Just to pimp your ride and get someone to show for it. Dope boy, just gotta get the dough, homie. I gotta shine, get the spinners with the chrome on it. If this is life, then consider me a failure. I never made it in this world cause I'm rebellious. I couldn't copy them and do what others do. I gotta live for what is right, I gotta live for what is true. I'm glad I didn't miss the fork in the road, cause I had to pull over for the sake of my soul. So now my bitterness is tasting kinda bittersweet, cause I escaped the devil's trickery. And now I just wanna live for my savior, dodging darts of pagans in a boxing ring with Satan. I got angels in my corner, so who cares how they feel? I ain't make it in this world so I could do the Father's will. Real. God is all you had and God is all you ever need. Just put the two together with some faith, just like a mustard seed. The Father's not the Son is not the Father, and the wisdom of this world is foolishness to my power. They slipped the Trinity in the 4th century, but when you look at history, you're filling all the missing keys. Now I'm on my knees praying that he'll take my sins. I try to find my friends, but they blowing in the wind. This the world we live in, a world that gives me chills, with stocks of corporate lies and politicians kill. Drones is in the hood, they blink and snap your picture. They vaccinate the public, but our children's getting sicker. I try to tell my people, but they don't want to listen. They either chasing money or caught up in religion. The prophecies was written, I don't know what to tell you. I only thank the Most High that I became a...
Welcome back to Saturday Night Gospel Jam. It's the music of Rian Malik featuring Ashley Mom right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam. Just want to let you know The phone lines are open if you want to give a shout-out, praise report, or a testimony. We can hear you at 347-205-9279. Press 1 on your phone, and we will plug you right into our show conversation. Also want to let you know that our show is on YouTube by subscribing to Hebrews Truth and Consequence, as well as Jude Up. So check out those two channels right there on YouTube, and you definitely want to check out the visual effect of Saturday night gospel jam. Sister Harris, what's going on in the DFW area?
Oh, just got finished doing a shoot with Underground Graphics team, and it went very well.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Wow, that was great. Just want to let everyone know that we hear you and we hear you well. Want to thank you all for tuning in to Saturday Night Gospel Jam the past 3 weeks. You have made those shows very, very popular with over 300 listeners listening to all of those shows. So it must have been the effect of the fasting as well as the scriptures that we have given you all from the apocalypse of Elijah. And I know you all are telling everyone, hey, you got to check this show out. They said some things and about fasting, and definitely was an eye-opener. I can guarantee you it was an eye-opener for someone that has been looking to be blessed in that area. Want to remind you that we are here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. Saying hello to everyone that has been listening via online. And for all of you all, the chat room is open. You can go in and chat and let us know what is on your mind and how you like all the music that we got going on. So what has the Most High did for you, Sister Harris, this past week? Anything going on? Has he been directing you in some of the truths that you've been studying?
Oh, yes, I'm getting ready to do some more studies on this works of Flavius Josephus. I really want to get into those.
Now you know that is a big book, a very big book. Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, we are going to probably maybe tackle that before the year is out. We've got on tap to finish up the Apocrypha as well as the Book of Jubilees. And I believe once we finish those two books, we will go into the Book of Josephus. Oh, let me get that right. Josephus, as well as the two Babylons, and another book we want to tackle is Arthur Koster's book, The 13th Tribe. We're going to have like a book on that. Have you read that yet?
No, I have so many books that I really, really, really need to read. It's like, wow, there's so much information out here. Well,
I know.
Man, it's all good information.
You know, I wish we could have started back about 15 years, you know, to gather all this information. And of course, most of you all know I only came into the truth back around 2011, 2010, and that's when it all started for me, as well as some of the other people that are still with us here at the Men Empowered organization. But hey, the journey has been all good. Who would have known that we were the true Jews? Who would have known?
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. Hey, I've got an announcement I got to make for the Hattiesburg and Laurel, Mississippi area. And If you don't have anything after that, Sister Harris, we're going to go back to the music, and we're going to play some John Boy coming up, Cass D, as well as Fawad Sawab, as well as you, Sister Harris. We're going to hear a track from you, along with, we got Jessica Clemens on track, as well as Richie Righteous. Hey, just want to let everybody know this is brought to you by Monique's Place, supporting sickle cell awareness. This is patient and parent support group. If you are a parent, patient, or have a friend or relative that has been diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, come join us at our next meeting. And that next meeting is every first Tuesday of the month at 5:30. Now, for this month, it's coming up August the 5th of 2014, and they're going to meet every first Tuesday every month. So for the rest of the year, it's going to be September the 2nd, October the 7th, November the 4th, and December the 2nd. And that's at the SIP Performing Arts Office, and that is at 602 Adeline Street, right here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. For more information, contact Catherine Freeman or Beverly Freeman. The numbers to call is 601-818-0003 or 601-543-571. And I'm sure they probably have a sickle cell anemia awareness group in your city. All you got to do basically is just Google that up, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of support groups that you can go to in your area. Now, if you have a public service announcement to be put out, you can give us a contact at area code 504-484-9388 or email us at menempoweredtoprosper@yahoo.com. That's menempoweredtoprosper@yahoo.com. And here's John Boy.
When I say Hebrews, I mean myself. Praying, cause I can't redeem myself. Okay. They say the Bible man-made, so they don't need it in their life. But if they boss, they jump, they would take flight. Your life and the way you go about it ain't right, you ain't tight. They don't think Christ came in the first place. So to return, they don't think twice. This word is not of own interpretation. 2 Peter 1:20, as you need it blatant. My people can't love cause they used to hating. They can't give anything cause they used to taking. They screaming where he at cause they sick of waiting. But when your check in the mail, you just sit patient, wait and tell your boss man to pay you before payday. So Christ ain't gonna come just cause you screaming mayday. You ain't even doing what you really supposed to. So when he do return, he ain't coming back for you. He might ignore you cause he never known you. If you think this man-made, then you hell-bound. A fool says no God. If you think this man-made, then you hell-bound. Psalms 14:1. If you think this man-made, then you hell-bound. Psalms 14:1, a fool says no God. All I see is fools in power and they rule. Treat us like a tool, tossed aside never to be used in a shed where we bled. Atheist church, I call it Satan church instead. That's the devil trick that make you think he don't exist. We ain't living rich, we got the curse and not the gift. But his fall made us stronger. I pray we find a better way to grow. But it's only a little ways to go. Overall, Israel did good. Living in tribulation, no other nation could. So you would be a fool to say it's no God. I pray you do not choose the wrong side. My path narrow, yours wide. My eyes wide open, yours blind. So I'ma keep it rockin' till the end come. And then some. General Beats.
Shema Yasha Allah Ahaya Allah Haya Nawa Ahaya Akha. We all lost tribes, scattered lost sheep, taught false history, worship the image of the beast. Celebrities got bread, but their souls ain't free. Got bodyguards, but the truth will set you free. Money only divides, poverty is unity. We on welfare lines and our stories is kinda deep. Catch me from the HIA, rep the GOC. They lied to us for decades, the truth will set you free. No RFRDs, I am not a number, I am not a barcode. I don't sleep in the slumber. Famines in the summer, our youth is getting slimmer. Prayer flight is not in the Sabbath nor the winter. The Nina and the Pinta when the terrorists came through. Slave troops to Gad, America said too, this was Azareth. Chosen ones was here, asked Edgerus. The Queen believed Columbus cause he read it in the passage. Real roll call, flow the Shafar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, flow the Shafar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, flow the Shafar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, blow the shofar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. I know that poverty works in tribulation. I know that poverty works in tribulation. Hey yo, back to the script. Hosea 4 and 6, same ones on the strip rolling 456. If they knew who they was, rather who they is, they would stop shedding blood and stick to the scripts. Tribe Nephtali, Filipinos in Hawaii, the Samoans, Pacific Islanders, Crown of my Boricuas, stay from the tribe of Ephraim. Dominicans, Kelokan, tribe of Simeon, West Indians from Benjamin, Aborigines, Somali Indians, their nativity tribe is Reuben, South Americans, Asher, Mexicans, Issachar, Cuban, Manasseh, Cigar Catholic, Central American tribe is Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, Most High got a plan for ya, Haitians is Levi, the chief priest. Kingdom come, y'all gon' be so fresh and so clean. No Andre 3G, but Andre 3G, tribe Judah. Your Negroes like Christ the King. No Andre 3G, but Andre 3G, tribe Judah. Your Negroes like Christ the King. Israel roll call, blow the shofar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, blow the shofar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, blow the shofar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes. This is Israel roll call, blow the shofar. Calling all tribes, calling all tribes.
Malachi. Hi, I'm Miss Coco, creator and host of the Midnight Coco Show here on Coco Radio on blogtalkradio.com. And you've probably heard a lot of different commercials and promos that I do on my show. Well, that's because I use a special software that allows me to create and produce different sound effects for the promos and commercials that I do. Well, now I would like to extend my services. That's right, extending my services to you. I can create professional and good quality sounding commercials and promo ads just for your show. Whether it's 30, 60, or even 2 minutes, I can provide you with this service at an affordable price. Yes, all you have to do is contact me. Listen to all the things that I can do. I can make my voice sound like a man, or I can loop my voice. I can make it swirly. I can do all kind of different things with my voice, as well as putting sound effects like a car horn or flames of fire. All these different sound effects that I can put into your promo ad or commercial. Simply contact me at 323-366-0341. Once again, 323-366-0341.
or email me for more details at midnightcocoshow@gmail.com. Or you can visit my official website at www.cocoshow.webs.com. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead. Contact me and get your commercial or promo ad today on your show.
Welcome back to Saturday Night Gospel Jam. The number to call is 347-205-9279. We've got pretty close to about an hour left right here on the show. So if you'd like to do a shout out, praise report, testimony, we got you right here. Press 1 on the phone and we'll plug you right in to our show conversation. And thank you all for joining us really online, listening to us via computer or blogtalkradio.com/Men Empowered. And you can follow along with us on Twitter.com. That's Men Empowered at Twitter, as well as on Instagram, Men Empowered 2. Sister Harris, guess what I saw today?
What?
I was flipping channels today, and, I was just kind of laying, chilling out in the bed before I got up to get ready to go online class, for Sabbath class. And as I was chilling out and I was flipping the channel, I was on the Word Network. And I'm not going to call any names, but you all will recognize this particular ministry out of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and it was talking about sowing a seed. And I'm hearing this so much all the time about sowing seed. He said some of you all can sow a seed of $350, and he was referencing a chapter and verse, $350. So it was like chapter 35, starting with the first verse, so to speak, something like that. And as I used to be all in that, to where I would just listen and listen, and it would be like so much condemnation to say, oh, that's speaking to me. I need to sow a seed, or I need to sow this, and I need to sow on that. And then this particular minister said, now there's a few of you all need to sow a seed of $10,000 to get a miracle from the Most High.
Wow.
$10,000 to get a miracle from the Most High. And I told my wife, I said, Amy, I said, guess what I saw? Television. Now, sowing seed to receive a miracle. Now, some folks needing healing. Some folks need to be delivered from demonic activity. Well, look at this right here. Nobody's talking about fasting. Only maybe a 0.5% of Christian ministries out there are talking about fasting. Only a 0.5%, because everybody else is talking about sowing seed or giving into this particular ministry here, or let somebody pray with you, but I don't hear anybody talking about fasting.
Yeah.
And you all can listen back to what we were talking about, how to receive from the Most High, and for you, how to really deliver yourself out of a lot of things that people find themselves into. They having issues with sin. They're having issues with demonic activity. Well, if you read what we read, according to the apocalypse of Elijah, wow, it would be something else. And I'm just looking at this and I'm just listening to this. I said, wow. Now, somebody who's got a lot of money going to say, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and get my needs met. And they just go ahead and do everything on a regular basis, but they're going to sow $10,000 to get that need met. $10,000 now.
That's right.
And And I know people that have put themselves in debt, trying to meet a seed, and nothing happened. They were like so disappointed because things were left out. You know, it's incomplete. A lot of people I know charge a credit card so they can have that need met. They're looking for a financial breakthrough. But when that financial breakthrough doesn't come, what's going to happen and what's going to come is the bill's going to be due. And before you know it, you done put it on your credit card, and that credit card is occurring interest. And then you're going to say, oh, wow, why is it not working? Why is this not happening? You know, and that sort of thing. And, you know, I used to follow that. I used to follow Robert Tilton. As a matter of fact, when I got a hold of the charismatic movement, I was, the church I used to go to, the pastor was always saying, you all need to get on his mailing list. As a matter of fact, she used to say, you all, every pastor that they introduced us to, or every minister that they introduced us to, she used to say, you all need to get on his mailing list. There's some good words there. And every mailing list that we were getting on, they were always asking to partner up with them and sow into that particular ministry. It was so much, we were just eating off of this table, this table, and that. I couldn't keep up. My mailbox was so full. And this is a fact. They did an investigation on Robert Tilton, you know, back in the day. And this was before I came. This was before I came into the knowledge. And come to find out, this particular ministry, who was right there in the Dallas area, Success in Life. I used to follow that on a daily basis. I didn't leave my house until I saw Robert Tilton on. I used to get up about 5 in the morning to see if I was going to get a word from the Lord through Robert Tilton.
Wow.
And sure enough, I used to get up, and my grandmama would hear the TV on. It would be on almost loud. I was the one causing her not to go teach in the morning because I was being ruled by seducing spirits. Seducing spirits saying, yeah, you need to sow that money. Yeah, you need to sow that money. It was like ongoing. I used to hear that voice coming all the time. You need to sow that money. You need to sow that money, because I wanted to expect all these blessings to come into me. Before you know it, I used to get letters from him almost every day. And almost every day he had a word for me. A word for me, and I was following that all the time. I mean, it was like when you all these big letters, and on the outside of the envelopes you had personal scriptures. This is just for you, Brother Heron, writing all over the envelope. Open this up, big gigantic poster. You need to put this on your refrigerator. You need to have your hand placed in my hand. And of course, you had this card that you had to send back to Dallas. And little did I know that all of that was coming through a marketing campaign out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He used a marketing campaign, and they did all the writings and everything for them to have people to listen to that, sort of like build up their faith in the ministry. And before you know it, we were like ministry worshipers. We were like, we used to treat these people, these ministers, like superstars. Oh, you know Kenneth Copeland? Oh, you're going to miss a blessing. You're not going to stay? Kenneth Copeland going to be here tonight. Oh, you're going to miss this person or that person or this person, you know, and it was like on and on and on and on and on. But all thanks, I grew out of that, started getting some common sense and start getting into the word. I think the reason why we look at these ministers a whole lot is because we're trying to find a shortcut to get our needs met, because we don't want the responsibility to read the word for ourselves.
Yeah.
You got anything to add on to that? What the Most High is speaking to you about those things?
Well, your story about the show that you saw on television kind of reminded me of something I was researching before I came into the truth. I had been seeing all these billboards up how the world was going to end. I believe it was like in October of 2012 is what this one pastor had said. He had a ministry, and he was going around telling everybody he could predict when the world was going to end. And he had a radio show, and it had, he had a lot of listeners. And this elderly lady, she gave all of her savings, all of her life savings, which was about $1 million, I believe it was. It was in the millions. But she gave it all to this man who said that he could predict when the world was going to end, and he had a date set up, and, and had people, pretty much just giving him money, And she gave all of her life savings to this man before this particular date that he was supposed to have predicted, and she died. And after she died, and the date came and left, and of course we're still here, her family, was all upset and, heated because she had gave him all of her money. And I was saying to myself, where were they at?
Wow.
Where were they at? When Mama was giving this man $1 million. And I was like, wow. But it kind of made me think about that, how people, they try to buy their way into the kingdom, or they try to buy themselves a blessing, but they don't understand that that's not the way that blessings come. You can spend all the money in the world if you're not living by the laws and doing what it thus saith the Most High. It really doesn't make a difference anyway. But pastors are not going to tell you that, because that's going to stop pastors' money from coming in.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I watched an episode just one time when I was in the Christian churches, and I'm getting dressed, getting ready to go to church on Sunday morning, and Creflo Dollar was on the television, and he's telling all his followers that if they didn't give a certain amount of money, that they were going to die and go to hell. And you should have seen the people just running and just running, trying to give all they could give, And I was like, wow, if you can't see that that's not Satan, I don't know what to tell you, because even Yeshua said that you can't buy your way into the kingdom. But we don't want to read our Bible. We don't want to read that Bible.
Don't want to read. We don't want to read. We want the responsibility. The responsibility is on that pastor, and before you know it, this pastor is leading you astray, because we don't want to get off our rusty dusty and read the word. We'll probably talk about that. We'll probably talk about that after our music break when we come back. Remember, if you have a comment or a question, we're still here for the next 45 minutes. 347-205-9279 is the number to call. The chat line is open if you feel that you want to give a testimony or make a comment at that time. Here's Rian Malik again as well. We're going to also hear from Kawhi Suave right here on the #1 radio show right here on Blog Talk Radio Network for Truth and Hebrew Music. You're listening to Saturday Night Gospel Jam.
Yeah. I keep transforming something like a prime, battling Decepticons to keep them out my mind. I keep speaking truth, but these demons keep lying. They going extra hard, so your boy gotta grind. I'm trying to shake these Romans like Nicki Minaj. This stuff is real, brother. Just open your eyes. I know it's hard to see the wolves when they in the disguise. They want my mind and my soul, but I gave it to God. The wisdom in the scriptures on another level. He gathering the flock and purging out the rebels. I hope you paying attention. Is you hearing this? 400 years of slavery. Is you serious? Yeshua's coming back, bringing salvation. About to set up the princes, the royal nation. Even though they tried to keep us out the equation, a higher saving his people. Amazing. Give praise to the Most High, and listen with your ears and see with your eyes. Believe with your heart and you will be surprised. Psalm 83, the plan of our demise, but a higher stirred us up like a beehive, cause we was falling asleep like a feline. A lion in the jungle, boy, you better watch your behind. I thought we had beef, but now you throwing up the peace sign. The wisdom in the scriptures on another level. He gathering the flock and purging out the rebels. I hope you paying attention. Is you hearing this? 400 years of slavery. Is you serious? Yeshua's coming back, bringing salvation. About to set up the princes, the royal nation. Even though they tried to keep us out the equation, a higher saving his people. Amazing. Now let me tell you about this cool cat. That he started chasing money, but he thought that was too whack. And now he's asking questions. So we asked these, was Christ really black, like piano keys? Then he asked God and prayed on his knees. He sent a couple of prophets to the cold streets. Yeah, Christ was black, like you and me. That's why they persecuted him and hung him on a tree.
What? What, brother? I can't believe this. Say it again. Say it again. His eyes was red like fire, and he had feet like brass. And he's coming back to open the can up. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
The light was in the room, they couldn't comprehend it. Our people's stubbornness, man, we gotta end it. The Bible never said that you could eat swine. You just using the word to try to justify what you like doing in the flesh. It's the holy scriptures coming at your neck. When he told Peter to kill and eat, he was just preparing them to sit and meet Cornelius. You sounding delirious.
What? I just came from church. He gonna sit there and line my face. He gave him tithes. I can't believe this. I'm gonna go back up there and get my money back. I want a refund. Lie to me. Take my money back.
Why are you here?
Because I'm prepared for trials and tribulations. And to be hated of all nations for our highest name's sake.
Why?
Because Christ is the way, the truth and the life, and no man cometh unto the Father but by him.
That is correct. So, you ready to be a
follower of Christ, 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 follower of Christ,
right.
Follower of Christ.
Show me your work.
Feet brass like Yeshua's were, and I walk the same path as my Father's word. Listen up, my Father's word was given to his children, as well as the law. Inward parts it's built in. I do this work because there's truth I have to prove. Studying in scripts to show myself approved. Full platter of this truth, and I'll have a full bladder of that living water too. Yeah, follow Christ, no image, cause I have another day to live, which is a privilege. And to those lost sheep, I'll have to pay a visit, but I can't through the flesh, so I'll do it through my lyrics. Spirit eternal, more than nocturnal, and it burns inside of me like an inferno. I'm soul spirit, I'm not carnal. Christ is my general, I'll be his colonel. Cause I'm a follower of Christ. 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 Yeshua came to fulfill grace, and with that grace I'm graceful. I'ma use all my gifts because I'm not wasteful. Many members in this body, but not the same office. The Bible got it all, but I'll give you the synopsis. Our Savior coming back for many different reasons, because the law is love, and He is the completion. He had a countenance like lightning, and He gonna bring down the heat like He ironing. Shadow Christ, I'm not too far behind Him. Don't even look at false teaching like they're blinding. The truth is deep, but I've seen the bottom of it, and nobody wanna hear it, but it don't mean the problem's fixed. Long quest, righteous breastplate on my chest. Small number that'll make it, but I try my hardest. Feet shod with the gospel of peace, and preach to the lost sheep that are falling like leaves. Cause I'm a follower of Christ. 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 Follower of Christ.
Is that all
Get
you
thee
got?
behind me, Satan. You are an offense to me. No lies on this path, and that's a guarantee. Left my old life in the back of me, and picked up my yoke and cross that was left by heat. Hair will leap like Yeshua's was. Follow Christ as if He was my syllabus. Jesus and Christ, so they are not synonymous. Just like saying white ain't black because it's common sense. No love better than to lay your life down for your friends. I keep my temple clean, I know who I represent. Ahaya Bahasham Yeshaya 100%.
Not quite yet convinced.
Listen. Christ is coming back with a sword. For those that don't listen, that's the reward. Too late, when He's back, hop aboard. The kingdom is what we sailing towards. I bring you light so you're not left in dark. Plague, famine, pestilence, bombs. World War III is a planned war. Christ Yeshua versus the people on Forbes. Many people will be destroyed, but I'm ready for this road. Christ did it, so I will do the same, because I am a follower of Christ.
Grab the sword. Let's go.
Malachi. Welcome back to Saturday Night Gospel Jam. It's the music of Qur'an Sab right here on SNGJ, follower of Christ. That particular song, before that, we heard from a new artist that we have here on SNGJ, Riyam Malik. He basically was talking about some of the things that we're talking about. I can remember, Fire, when I was so much when I got into the truth, and I heard Brother C. Dollar, and he said on national TV, and laughing about it too, y'all know if we were still under the law, you know you can't eat pork, you can't have a barbecue. I mean, up there around the pulpit, and people don't know when they go to the doctor to treat their high blood pressure, what is the first thing the doctor say? Pressure down. What is the first thing he say? Well, you know you can't eat pork. Pork is very high, and so it'll elevate your blood pressure. I mean, these things that we just don't know of. We're following a heathen type gospel. I tell you, it's something else. Sister Fire, what you got on that? What do you have on basically when you see the law and you know that we're still under the law, but under the law, we are not bound to the law of death because Christ took that away from it. Maybe your mic is not on, but that's okay. We'll be right back. We're going to take another music break. The number to call is 347-205-9279. You've got about 35 minutes left. Oh, okay. I think your mic is on right. Yeah, I got you right now.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. I just want to say that the laws are still in effect, and it's amazing to me how our people can't see that this pork and all this bacon and sausage and pork bacon, pork ribs, and how this is just really pork chops, how this is hurting us. I had a lady tell me in Fiesta one day, I was going through the checkout line, and we were talking, we got on the subject of pork, and I was telling her about the Leviticus laws, and she was like, well, child, I'm just going to die, because I'm just going to die because I can't stop eating my pork. I got to have my pork. I mean, really, your life isn't even worth anything to you. You'd rather die before you stop eating pork and you know it's wrong? I mean, how can you not know that it's wrong? Grandmama died from a heart attack and a stroke. Great-granddaddy, he died the same way. Mama done passed away the same way. Uncle, ain't his cousin, passed away. I mean, how is it that we all going out these same, ways, but it's all the same problem that's causing the same issues, the same health issues. It's all the same source that's causing all these different problems, but we can't see that pork is not good for us to be eating. I don't get that. It's gotta be more than just I got to have it. You don't love yourself.
Right. And the thing about that is, if they would go and turn to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and beginning with verse 15, they'll see all the curses. This is what happened to our people when we got pulled away from the promised land and into West Africa, and then started with the transatlantic slave trade. When we came over here, it was like they put these heathen ways on us.
That's right.
And one of the things that they made us eat was that pork. They started separating the families, and it pulled us all away from our culture. We
That's
didn't
right.
have any swine. We didn't have any swine over there when we were over there in West Africa to eat. We didn't eat swine. We didn't even eat swine when we was in Israel. But when we got here, and that identifies who Esau is. Because if you know what Esau is all about, Esau do. He ate meat with blood. That's in Leviticus. You're not supposed to eat the meat with the blood. How does Esau want to do it? Esau wants his meat cooked rare.
That's right.
He's the only one. The heathens are the only one that wants to eat their meat rare. I remember when I was working in the restaurant industry, I always wonder, why is it that one of my white employees want to eat his steak? He said, Malachi, I want you to put my ground round steak on the grill, 15 seconds on one side, then turn it over and cook it for 15 seconds again, and then, excuse me, put it on the grill for about 5 seconds so it can have those little crisscross on the steak, and then put it on the plate. And I would open it up on the inside, and it was just bloody rare. Oh, I just thought, hey, let's go to a music break. I just got sick thinking about that again. Oh, yes. Here's Fire Harris right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam.
The lust we all know burns too well, like a bottle of thought that's just been poured on a fresh open wound. And the thought of being with one woman or one man is the only solution. Otherwise, death will be the penalty for being promiscuous. And it's a picture coming to a theater of many real soon. Melancholy. Oh yes, this monogamy thing is so not the end thing to do. Society and the media says we all should be like each other and just follow the crowd, but the character that is in all of us is what makes us different but similar in so many ways. And don't be fooled by the abracadabra hocus pocus that's been smoke screening your lives, because we are already living in the last days. Melancholy. And why is it so hard for us to fathom just being with one partner for life? Till death do us apart. It's not as out of reach as we all may think. STDs, drugs, and undercover sex scandals have evaded relationships like aliens that's been waiting for years to conquer Earth. And maybe they are among us after all, but in a different way than most can even begin to comprehend. Now, are we sure that being loose as a goose is the way for us to go? We need to check ourselves and come again. But this time, we need to come correct. And Libra Fire is putting a bug in your ear, something for you to think about when your walls are caving in and your manhood is erect. And being different than most, I think it's a choice that we all should choose to make. So stand proud and be different than most before it is too late. Let's go. About what I'm going through. Wanna tell you how I feel, I just wanna be real with you. You see, I lay these walls around, thinking of you, thinking of the things you do. I try to be sincere with you, I try to be good now, but you've always got a present, and I don't wanna stumble and fail, so be there for me. I shouldn't say, yeah. Sometimes I do things I shouldn't do, yeah. Some babies I shouldn't know when I win anyway. And so I need you to please forgive me. Sorry. Take me
Welcome back to Saturday Night Gospel Jam. It's the music of Jessica Clemens saying hello to everyone in greater Detroit area. Hello, saying hello to Navi, Southfield, how you doing? Warren, Michigan, how you doing? Pontiac, hello, saying hello also, and shalom to everyone in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. Also saying hello and giving a big shout out to everyone in North Carolina in the Triad area, saying hello to Winston-Salem, High Point, Greensboro, North Carolina, in the Triangle area, also to my favorite people right there in the Durham area, as well as Raleigh and Chapel Hill. Want to let everyone know back to school is just about getting ready to start. So just be careful in your area as you drive. You know those yellow buses will be rolling out again. It just seems like summer is just getting shorter and shorter and shorter every year. I can remember when we started back to school, it was way in September when school started back. Now it's like the beginning of August. School is starting right here in Hattiesburg Law area, the Pine Belt area. School is going to start on the 6th of August. So everybody, it's school time. So let's go and see what we can do and learn from man. Let's see what we can do. But don't forget, it's Sabbath time, it's study time of the Most High on every Saturday. When is the Sabbath? Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That is the Sabbath. So what about everything going on in the Dallas area? What about school there? Are you all starting around this time again for your kids?
School here is in Dallas is August 25th.
Oh, wow. Y'all got a long way.
Yeah, well, it's not too long for me. Get here quick enough for me. But no, if they let it start tonight, they would be there.
Oh, I heard that. That. Yeah. 347-205-9279 is the number to call if you like to do a shout out or a praise report. The number to call was just a few right here. You definitely want to give us a holler while we are here live. I tell you, it's all good, always right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam.
Read it. Verse 12. Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea.
And they shall wander from sea to sea. That means you're going from this place to this place. Well, let me go over here. Oh, Islam, I don't like that. Well, let me go over to the Christian church. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe let me go into Hinduism. Well, I don't know. I don't like this church because this preacher says this. I don't like this church because this preacher says that. Let me tell you, if you were in the Word, it wouldn't matter what the preacher would say. If you was in the Word, you'll be able to see over what we teach. But you're going from sea to sea, all over the place. Read.
Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east.
Okay.
They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it.
You're going to wish one day you was able to sit in your cushy house and cut on your computer and see the word of the Most High. You're going to long for that time. You're going to wish you had that opportunity. Soon reading the Bible is going to be against the law of the earth. Soon. They're moving everyone into a new age movement. And the only thing you can believe in is yourself. And you are being programmed. That's going to be the belief system. Yourself. That's the new age movement. How grim and dark the government of this earth is. That all of them are in league and are in bed with Satan. That's the truth. Not one of them are with the Most High. Why?
24 the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So in order for you to rule in this government, you must go to Satan to get your power. He tried to offer it to Christ, Christ denied it. But who took it? All the governments in this earth who will soon pay. They live lavishly in this earth, off the bones, blood, sweat, and tears of the children of Israel. Yes, but now they have to pay. It's time. All these wars in the earth are culminating. They're leading to their own demise. And we're just the people with no weapons. This is our weapon. The only thing we have is this, Christ, in the name of the Most High, and we'll win.
Warrior, yo, this is the man they call Shama, in tune to the Ray Jules mixtape with clarity and density on the beat. Keep it locked.
Dig it, you got it.
Yeah. You gotta love it. Good life, not the hood life. Showing something new, man. Yeah. You gotta love it, baby. Showing something new. The good life. When you used to the hood life. Yeah, I mean, let's go. Yo, I be in the book of life and a fresh pair of Nite. Thanking my Father God for my relationship with Christ. And never thought twice about the path I chose. Though some suppose this road to be one less exciting. Beats like this and the feeling are good reminders of the job that I got to do and won't retire from rhymes that inspire my lines and empire in times that rise high regardless of a defense. Built for the past, future and present tense. See, I found peace of mind whether poor or rich. I've learned that love's jewel is the most important. Plus to make sense, these $4 amount. So when the green come calling, I'm running a stable house that stays fed and watered in them times of drought. Stays confidently hopeful in them times of doubt. I keep a word of definition in my temple and mouth because
I know where I'm going, know what I'm doing. Now that I know how to make good music. Know where I'm going, know what I'm doing. Now that I know how to make it.
I'm loving it, yo. I'm loving it. Yo, so I'm back to the block with beauty to boast and got a hot 16 worth more than dope to trigger happy MCs. So my pads of smoke bonanzas when it comes to the stanzas. Bananas, not an amateur and don't need pampers. I'm a panther, black and got manners. Got faith now and don't need mana. And have the streets singing now Hosanna. With their hands high, saving sick up kids that do drive-bys. I put the reins on how time flies. Tame my mind and write my rhymes. So my tongue like the title on a book in its spine. I publish a new story that's written without lies. Discover a new glory that killers can't demise. One of God's sons, no need for a disguise. I'm here in the flesh, fulfilling my call to bless y'all.
Know where I'm going, know what I'm doing. Now that I know how to make it. Said I know where I'm going, know what I'm doing. Now that I know how to make it.
I free the hood and lock faith with bars. I'm sentenced to life, I'm like the National Guard. Born for darkness, an international star. So no matter where I go, I get the same regard. They love it when a brother got goods to share. A creative word of hope without any despair. So I erect a pair on the shores of life to show people deep joys from the mind of Christ. When I smile at least twice an hour. Why? Cause the joy of the Lord is my strength and power. I was born in a brick, should've never been a flower. But I'm here now and I stand like a tower. Overlooking the cities that get devoured. Preparing my flow to make another album. So I can flow through the hood and move mountains. And debris from hell revealing past over.
I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. Now that I know how to make good life.
Let's go. Turn every that pulse, man. Let's split this real quick. What the world needs now. I'm back, baby. Love, sweet love. Double R. What the world needs now. Yeah. Love, sweet love. Come on. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Now let the beat drop. Real talk, homie. I said, Lord, give strength to live. Cause last week I heard they popped a little kid. When I read the headlines in the daily news, it said the kid was shot over his name brand shoes. His mama's strong, she's holding on like Marvin Gaye. She's asking, what's going on? Does anybody care? I heard a homie praying for a heaven, cause he says it's hell down here. They got billions for war. I'm praying for the president, but victims in New Orleans, they still ain't got no residents. We just an experiment like rats in a maze, while countries in Africa getting wiped out by AIDS. And in Sudan they almost lost an entire tribe, while the world closed their eyes to the genocide. And either we don't know or don't care that brothers get murdered for ice that we wear. The whole world is in a state of emergency. In God we trust is written on the currency, but we pumps into the world like a fountain. The Oscar goes to Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, that's what they need, homie. Hey, come on, hey, hey. Come on, yeah. Hey, yo, the truth was a man, but they wasn't feeling him. The truth was a Jew who died for Palestinians, blacks, white, and Indians. It's not an opinion. You wanna get to God, then you must go through the King Jesus. Real off the cross demonstrates it. It ain't cool to be fly and uneducated. It ain't cool to have your grades mad low, but you could teach me how to Superman that. Hold on, man. Something ain't right. My people gonna perish if my people ain't right. See, the devil is a liar who sends new ways, and every second sin is shackling a new slave. People no longer living true to the page. We are now entering the era of the new age. False doctrines increases, many false teachers, and everybody got a different version of Jesus. You can't find love, cause love ain't lost. Love was the man who went and died on the cross. Love's victorious, love's undisputed. He loves you so much he got the scars to prove it. Back soon. A lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people don't believe that. But I do. And I know that's not surprising. Like the gas price, I'ma stay rising. I'm out.
Welcome back to Saturday Night Gospel Jams right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. Throwback music right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam. The music of Richie Righteous. As you all know, we know that there were no J's back then on the Hebrews. You know, no J's on the Hebrews. So we know that particular name, the name called Jesus, is a pagan name, and the name of the Most High in Hebrew is Yeshua. So if you check our web page right here at Blog Talk Radio Network, you know that the word Yeshaya is Hebrew. And you can look that up in your Strong's Exhaustive Concordance. So just want to let you know we've got like about 6 minutes left right here. Excuse me, on the Blog Talk Radio Network. You can see where we came from, you know, playing more gospel music in Christianity movement, using the J as Jesus. Now you see now that we're using more music now in the Hebrew because we have came into the truth. But it's all good right here on SNGJ. Sister Harris, you have any final thoughts right here? We got pretty close to maybe 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. I think we got a little bit of time before we play the final song and log off. I've got you on the air.
I just want to say, everybody, let's just stay in these and keep reading. Don't let anybody tell you to read. Reading is the best thing that we can do for ourselves, especially for our souls.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of reading, don't forget we are here on tomorrow night for CSI, special edition of CSI. We're in the Book of Jubilees on tomorrow. I believe I'm going to do that around 6 or maybe 7 o'clock. I have to check the schedule. But anyway, it's on the website, so you all can check that out. And I'm going to make up Let's Talk for Monday as well. And we're going to come at you probably around about 2 p.m. We'll be in the Apocrypha book, getting through 2nd Esther. I think we're going to finish that up. All this is makeup work that we had to do for tomorrow and Monday because we were off the air this past Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the program on track so we can go ahead and get to other things that we've got to get into, like the 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler. We're going to review that book. Also, we're going to review the book of Josephus. We got to do that. So as you all know, the book of Josephus is very, very long. That might take us 2 to 3 years before we if we got that long. And those of you all who know in the Hebrew, you know what I'm talking about when I say that. If we got it that long. So I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. So bear with us. We're going to get through these books, and all praises to the Most High, and it's all good. Yes, final words, my sister.
I just want to say, Kwame Yasharala, and we need to stand up and take a stand, and don't let the man keep beating us by his hand.
All right.
We need to get these books and read. We need to read.
Absolutely.
Read to get an understanding of what we're reading.
Absolutely. Absolute knowledge and truth is what we need. And if we do that, we won't fail. We won't fail. I want everybody to read the book of Jasher. For all you all who know that you are Hebrew, look up the book of Jasher, read chapter 53 and 54. And let me know what you think. Send me an email or let's talk about it again on Saturday Night Gospel Jam on next week. So until then, shalom everyone, and we'll see you on the broadcast on tomorrow.
Shalom.
And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heavens. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it saith the fire.
coming back for justice, taking down the people of the prince you can trust it. Julius Octavius, Caesar and Augustus, the 10 horns tumbling to the ground as he crushes it. Every eye gonna see him when he hit the sky, and every knee gonna bow when he touch the ground. It was written by the prophets, so don't be surprised that at the last trump, the saints gon' rise. The Shire entering the kingdom at the dragon's lair. He gon' snatch him off his throne and toss him with the tears of faithful angels. Never changing course, cause they live to serve the power from the sides of the north. And like Luke, we focus and we bearing the cross, waiting on the skywalker to redeem what was lost. This walk is long distance, like golf courses, but we keep pushing till we exhausted, until the day we find rest in God's fortress. We gon' keep speaking truth across the four corners. We in the end times, the day's getting shorter. It's gonna be a dark night, I'm talking Martin Lawrence. So take your treasures and lay it up for storage, and stand strong, brethren, don't let them take your courage. Don't let them take your courage. Like the 3 bears, don't let them take your porridge. He's coming back for justice, taking down the people of the prince you can trust it. Julius Octavius, Caesar and Augustus, the 10 horns tumbling to the ground as he crushes it. Every eye gonna see him when he hit the sky, and every knee gonna bow when he touch the ground. It was written by the prophets, so don't be surprised that at the last trump, the saints gon' rise. He coming back like Simba did. Imagine all the possibilities, limitless. Don't need to bother, we protected by the Father. No worries of tomorrow. Hakuna Matata, kid, cause I beheld a man wax strong, with the thousands of heaven and chariots that blast off. Any day could be the day, that's why these demons fear. Intergalactic war, Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, the coming judgment from your Shire. Fire fell from heaven, burning like some rubber tires. All I'm trying to do is help you turn from your desires, cause you can't afford eternity, Satan is a liar. But if you put down your sins, he'll be there for you. And he never left, because he cares for you. The Father sent the Son as a living sacrifice, but the second time around, it won't be nothing nice. He's coming back for justice, taking down the people of the prince you can trust it. Julius Octavius, Caesar and Augustus, the 10 horns tumbling to the ground as he crushes it. Every eye gonna see him when he hit the sky, and every knee gonna bow when he touches the ground. It was written by the prophets, so don't be surprised that at the last trump, the saints gon' rise.
You know you gotta stay focused, can't slip, can't fall down. Satan wants you to give up. I'm on my job, I ain't calling out. I've been here for the longest, most high for my armor. The end times we are in and out, so you gotta keep yourself stronger. It's not easy, I know that, but you gotta try to control that. Cause when Shai comes back, everybody's getting judged, you know that. You gotta read that word, take a picture with your brain like Kodak. Believe the word, cause the word is Christ. Give it all that you got, don't hold back. Hollywood make films to show you how it's gonna be when he returns, so you better choose what side you on, cause the wicked are all gonna burn. They don't wanna learn, do you wanna be with them? I wanna see heaven, so I can't agree with them. They don't follow the holy words, so I throw it up, put peace to them. Family can't be emotional, the most high gotta be devotional. Can't be a wicked sinner uncontrollable, cause every wicked sinner is disposable. I wanna see the kingdom, get to know the most high, be sociable. You either good or wicked, can't be in between, decide cause it's over soon. Word.
Coming back for justice, taking down the people of the prince you can trust it. Julius Octavius, Caesar and Augustus, the 10 horns tumbling to the ground as he crushes it. Every eye gonna see him when he hit the sky, and every knee gonna bow when he touch the ground. It was written by the prophets, so don't be surprised that at the last trump, the saints gon' rise.
Do you do the things that you do? You live the way you live. Do you run away from the truth and the way it really is? Blessed is he who reads these words. Blessed is he who will observe. Yeah, when you see him come through the clouds, yeah, I know it's going down. For a lot of destruction, for the wicked and proud. I'm trying to let you know now, cause you ain't gonna get no chance. Just the Alpha and Omega. Yeah, he's the Alpha and Omega. He's the Alpha and Omega.
He's coming back from justice, taking down the people of the prince, you can trust it. Julius Octavius, Caesar and Augustus, the 10 horns tumbling to the ground as he crushes it. Every eye gon' see him when he hit the sky, and every knee gon' bow when he touch the ground. It was written by the prophets, so don't be surprised that at the last trump, the saints gon' rise.